Let us see how we can read the different data types of values from the application.yaml file, such as the boolean, integer, string array, list, and the map. We can also read the props from the application.property file, whereas the YAML is the new way of having configurations in an hierarchical way. And I have also done the differentiation on both YAML and props file. I will drop the link in the description. Please check it out. So for now, let's see the different data types from YAML and get those values in the controllers. So I have this server.port there, which is a default one. So let me create one user defined or the customized property. I'll call it as user, and this indentation is very much important in the case of YAML. So I'll take it as role and I'll give it as an admin. Okay, so I need to get this user role as an admin in the controller. So let's go back to the controller. Just what you have to do is at the rate value is the annotation which gets the actual value from the application.yaml. So what is the key that we have declared here is user role. So with the separation of dot, we have to give the variable, and to get auto imported, click on Control Shift O or Command Shift O in the Mac, and declare it as string user role. And I'm gonna print this user role is user role. So on requesting this method with a slash, which is a home method, so we need to get the value that is existing in the YAML file. So let's go ahead and run this project. It's not already in use. Okay, just I'll restart it. Yeah, server is running. Let's go ahead and check it. 909. Yes, you must be able to see the role. Yes, user role is admin. So if you can modify this role, the actual value will get reflected there. So for suppose I'll put system here and click on save. So Spring Boot will automatically picks up the changes that we have done, and it will give the updated value. I'll just refresh it. See, the user role is system. So for now we have took the string value. So let us give another value with a comma separation, and this user might have the system and admin. So I wanted this this not to be like a comma separated. I wanted this to be in a string array. So what I can do is I can put here as string array and click on save. Clear the console, back in the browser, refresh the screen. Okay, so as it is string, we need to do toString user role, save, back in the browser. Yes, see, we can get the values in an array format. So as it is an array, so we can also get the same thing in a list format. I'll make changes to the list, Control Shift O from util list. Yes, and just modify this user role, save. Yes, the changes are picked up. refresh. Yes, now you can see the user role in a list format. So it is better to go with the list rather than the string array. And we can also have a different set of boolean. For example, is valid, I will put as true. So to get that value, I just need to copy this and put here. And the what is the key is valid, so just copy the key and user dot is valid, and we have to take it as boolean is valid. Now is valid. Now we should able to see the true. Back in the browser, refresh it. Yes, see. So likewise we can have a different set of data types. We can have strings, we can have array, we can have list, and also we can have integers. So it depends on what kind of properties we have in the YAML. And now let's see for map. For example, I'll declare it as map, and I'll give the syntax of map. We need to start with the single quotations and the curly braces, and I'm just giving the uh, some random values. Value 1, key 2, value 2. So you can have different set of values. You can have for now I'm having string, but you can have the integer key and the string values. It is up to you to have what kind of data types. So now to access this map, we have to change a little modification to our controller. So by accessing through the through value, the right value for the other types, we are accessing with the dollar symbol, but in the case of the map, we need to follow the different set, like this. uh, we are accessing the user map, user dot map. So this is the way to access. We need to put the hash symbol and the curly braces, and in that curly braces we need to have the actual value, like user dot actual key, which is existing in the application dot yaml. And we have to define the map here. Map string string, and let me call it as map. Control Shift O. Yes, it got auto imported. Now let us remove this, and map values are see. I'm just printing all the values in the map, all the key and values in the map that are existing under the user dot map. Ideally it should return this set of array, what you can say, it's in set of key and value pairs, as we have declared it in a single. So we'll just run and see. Yes, stop, get started. Let's clear the console to have a clear understanding. I'm gonna refresh it. Yes, see, the map values key and value, we can access these values in the map. So this is the one way to access from the properties from the YAML file. uh, if there are a number of properties in the YAML file, there is another approach. We can have a different set of class, and in it we can have different data members, and access those values. So we'll discuss that kind of approach in the later session. Thank you.